The climate is changing. A changing climate means more extreme weather, increased droughts, wildfires, ecosystem impacts, economic impacts, melting ice caps and glaciers, rising sea levels. Every day, we pump over 100 million tons of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. That's the weight of over 300 Empire State Buildings. Carbon dioxide, or CO2, traps energy from the sun, keeping radiative energy that would normally be emitted back into space in our atmosphere. CO2 in our atmosphere is causing our climate to rapidly warm. We need to reduce CO2 emissions and fast to avoid detrimental impacts to our globe. But even if we stopped emitting all CO2 today, we would still see warming impacts. This is called climate inertia. There's an urgent need to address climate change. When we think about climate change, we need to be thinking about the coast. 10% of the world's population lives within 5 kilometers of the coast. The coast is livelihood. The coast is pleasure and recreation. The coast is prosperity. The coast is treasured. The coast is home. We need to protect the coast. But what does this look like in a changing climate? What does this look like when climate inertia means some amount of change is unavoidable? We need to adapt how we live and interact with the coast. We should seek to restore natural resources, such as wetlands, that can help mitigate the impacts of a rising sea level. We should seek to conserve coastal land. We need to reconsider how we use land along the coast. We should consider moving away from the coastline, realizing that residential structures will be at high risk of flooding and storm surge. We need to consider how rising sea levels will impact infrastructure and take measures to strengthen water, sewer, and transit structures to withstand the impacts of rising sea levels. We should invest in new technology and climate modeling so we can address and understand future impacts of a changing climate. And finally, we need to radically reduce fossil fuel emissions. Learn more about what you can do at sealevel.globalchange.gov.